Okay.
We on, well, we online?
Yep.
All right, the Hainesport Township Joint Land Use Board meeting for July 13th, 2023 is called to order. The time is 6:33. I'm Tom McKay, the Vice Chair, subbing in for Howard Crowpfeiffer, the Chair. He is unavailable tonight. Let's have a flag salute, please. All stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, would the clerk please read the Sunshine Law?
Notice of this meeting was published in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
All right, I have a standard announcement that we make at all meetings. There will be no new business started after 10:30 p.m. May we have a roll call?
Mayor Klaus,
Here.
Mr. McKay,
Here.
Mrs. Kelly. Here. Mrs. Gilmore. Here. Mr. Tricocci.
Here.
Mrs. Tyndale. Absent. Mrs. Baggio. Here. Ms. Cosco. Here. Mr. Novarita.
Here.
Mr. Bradley.
Here.
Mr. Murphy.
Here.
Mr. McLaughlin. Absent. And Mr. Crowpfeiffer. Absent.
All right, I'm going to shuffle the sequence of events, sequence of matters on the agenda, but for anyone waiting for the two items for business that are on the agenda, the Luciano matter, case 23-11, 835 Mount Laurel Road property, bulk variance for fencing. That's going to be carried until the August
Second.
2nd meeting because of a publication error by the BCT that did not give the applicant sufficient publication notice, so no fault of the applicant, but the matter isn't ready to proceed today because of that. On the other case, on the agenda, 23-06 JDEB Marne Highway LLC, 907 Marne Highway use variance. We're going to adjourn that as well, but I'm not going to do it at this moment, but I'm just telling anybody who's in the audience, and as I observed, there's one person, but anybody online, that also will be carried at the request of the applicant, and I'll deal with that formally at 7 o'clock, just in case some people wander in at 1 minute to 7 and thinking it's going to move at 7, when in fact it's not going to move. So we'll move down to item 7 on the minutes, and that is the meeting minutes for February 1, 2023. Can I have a motion on those minutes?
I make a motion that we accept and file the minutes of February 1st, 2023.
A second.
All right, question on the motion, and I ask our solicitor, the resolution that we had tonight, which was on Lillo's Pizzeria, is there any need to scrutinize further the minutes in light of the need to review the resolution a little
No,
further?
the minutes are what they are. The resolution may or may not be amended, and that's why I requested it to be held into the August meeting.
All right,
But that doesn't preempt the minutes.
all right, so I withdraw my question, and we can have a vote on the, we have a second?
Yes, Mrs. Baggio.
Right, so we can have a vote?
Yeah, Kelly and Baggio.
Okay.
Okay, Mrs. Kelly,
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio,
Yes.
Mayor Klaus.
Abstain. I was absent.
Okay, I apologize.
Oh, you know what?
Huh?
Who's on it?
Yeah, you were here. These minutes you were here.
I was here.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore,
Yes.
Mr.
Or would I
Cochi
recuse?
was not. Mr. Murphy?
I have a question. Someone said that they were absent, so they had to abstain. I believe I was absent for the last.
I have you that you were here for that.
So I can vote?
Yes.
Yes.
And then Ms. Cosco?
Yes.
And Mr. McKay?
Yes. All right. Next, we have 4 resolutions on the agenda, but resolution item B, 2023-08, commonly known as the Lillo's Pizzeria application, that will not be voted on tonight because counsel for the town and the applicant have some further work to do on the resolution. So that resolution is not ready, but I will take a motion on resolution 2023-07 for side yard setback variances for an addition to an existing dwelling. Resolution, please.
I make a motion.
Okay. Second?
Second.
All right, there being a motion and a second, roll call, please.
Mayor Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mr. Novarita? Ms. Cosco?
Yes.
And Mr. McKay?
Yes. All right, the next resolution is 2309, 23-09. And this is a minor subdivision and use variance for Block 110, lots 9 and 9QF. And can I have a motion to approve that resolution?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Can we have a vote?
Ms. Cosco?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mr. Novarita?
Yes.
And Mr. McKay?
Yes. All right, the last resolution is 23-10. This is actually regarding findings and recommendation to the Township Committee following the review of the Haynes Mobile Park rehabilitation presentation by our planner. May I have a motion to accept the resolution?
I make the motion, accept the resolution.
Second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Mayor Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. Novarita? Ms. Cosco?
Yes.
And Mr. McKay?
Yes. Moving on to correspondence, item B on the agenda, it was erroneously placed in the correspondence list. It should not have been. It will be dealt with by discussion with the board next week or next month on August 2nd. That's the Hainesport Township Resolution 2023-76-5 concerning certain property along Route 38. This is the so-called mobile home discussion, which is an area in need of rehabilitation as proposed. But with regard to correspondence A and C, can I have a motion to receive and file?
Make a motion that we receive and file the correspondence.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mayor Klaus?
Yes.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Takochi?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
And Ms. Cosco?
Yes.
All right, going back up to the cases, items for business section of the agenda, I'm looking at the clock.
Do we have to do 10? Resolution 10?
We'll have to do a recess to wait till 7.
Then it's going to be in August.
Yeah, we've done 10.
Okay.
We've done 10. Done 7, 9, and 10. We passed on 8, which is still under further review by council. Now, I'm technically, I want to wait until 7 o'clock to deal with the adjournment of the JDEB Marne Highway LLC, because it was erroneously, by the applicant, noticed for 7 o'clock. So I know there's a lot of interest in it, in this application, and so I want to make sure nobody drifts in at 1 minute to 7, thinking we're going to handle it, and then we're not even here to deal with that. So if we can just take an adjournment for about 15 minutes, we'll come back, deal with this, and then we can close the meeting. All right? 6:45 right now.
Do we need a motion or anything?
No, we'll just adjourn. I don't think we need a motion.
Right?
No, you're okay.
Well,
I like adjournments.
I'm gonna start my car.
I like that.
Adjournment is too glorified a word for this situation.
a break.
A break.
We're having a break. The attorney for the applicant sent a letter to the board requesting that the matter be adjourned to the meeting of August 2nd, 2023 at 6:30 PM. He had erroneously noticed this for 7 PM today. That's why we were waiting until 7 to announce this, just in case anybody showed up, as a couple people have in the last few minutes. So a written request has been sent in for an adjournment. It will be adjourned. We'll take a vote of the board for that adjournment. May I have a motion?
I'll give a motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call?
Mayor Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes?
Mr. Tricocci?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Ms. Cosco?
Yes.
And Mr. McKay?
Yes, and would the clerk please receive and file the July 13, 2023 letter from Vincent D'Elia asking for the adjournment on behalf of his client.
Mr. Chairman, did they ask for a date for this adjournment?
They did. They asked for the next meeting, August 2nd, 2023, at 6:30 PM. So if there's anybody here specifically for that matter, and there's at least one person giving me a wave, you can, we have done all the other business for tonight, because the other matter on the agenda, the Luciano matter, it's a front yard, both variants for a front yard fence, that is been moved to August 2nd because there's been a failure to properly notice that on the part of the Burlington County Times. So that matter can't be heard tonight. So everything else has been taken care of. We've done the resolutions and the minutes.
Mr. McKay, excuse me for a second. Could we just state, though, for the JDEB Marne Highway, that this is the notice, that no further notice will be sent out regarding the meeting for August 2nd at 6:30 PM?
Yes, thank you. Everybody in the audience heard that, and everybody online certainly heard that. So that is accurate. All right, a couple more cleanup items, and then we'll adjourn, there being no other substantive business. Any professional comments?
No comments.
Any board comments?
The only
There-
comment I have is it's Leela's birthday today, so we
Oh,
wish her
yeah.
a happy.
Well, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday. Leila, happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
Any public comments? Yes, sir. Come on up to the podium, announce your name, and tell us what your comments are.
Louis Lopez, Mahali resident. You could say happy birthday to me, July 13.
Okay. Happy birthday to you, too.
Yeah, today's my birthday.
All right, happy birthday.
I had it first.
Can I have question on Revolution 2023-07? The first one and the last one. Could you clarify it for me?
Your
The first
question,
revolution and the last revolution.
we've approved both 2023-07 and 2023-10. That's the first one and the last one.
Mm-hmm.
They were approved,
Okay, thank you.
okay? We took I don't know whether you were here, but we did those as early items of business after we opened the meeting at 6:30.
Well, I was at the Mahali MUA meeting.
Oh, well,
Okay.
we
thank
approved
you.
both of those, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Any other public comment? Hearing none?
We do have a resident online. I don't know if there's any public comment.
All right. They can unmute, have they unmuted?
No, no comment.
All right, good. All right, so I'll close public comment, there being no other people indicating they wish to speak. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Moved.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
I'll second. Yep. All in favor?
Aye. All right, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for attending.
Just found this plugged in here, and Leland sits here.